There's no doubt that anxiety levels are on the rise within our society. And if you work with children or young people, odds are that some of them are struggling with anxiety or even panic. In the midst of this, we can find it hard to know what to say or how even to respond. And the difficulty is that sometimes the things that we say might unwittingly increase anxiety rather than calm it. Here, therefore, are 4 things not to say to a child or a young person who may be feeling or displaying signs of anxiety. First thing to stay away from is just to tell them to calm down. Believe me, that might be all they want to do, but they don't feel able to do it. So telling or demanding that they do it isn't going to help. Rather than telling them to calm down, instead try and create an environment in which they can be calm, where they don't feel pressured, but they might feel able to start to settle or relax. Encourage calmness first by projecting it yourself, even if you aren't feeling it. Showing a sense of measuredness and staying positive in the moment. Maybe encourage and join them for a short walk, distract them with a simple activity, or simply sit with them in silence. Next up is responding to their worry with, oh, you don't have to worry about that, or minimizing the thing that they're worried about. Even if this might be true from your perspective, it doesn't feel true from theirs. They are feeling anxiety. And so if you're just saying, don't worry about that, it's just going to confuse them more, leaving them questioning themselves, well, why am I anxious or why am I worried about this? Rather, what can be helpful is to name the worry with them, saying, I can see that you're really worried about this. Do you want to tell me about it? Or do you want to take some big deep breaths with me and then we can talk about it after that? The third thing to steer clear of is telling them to just stop thinking about it. Like the instruction to calm down, they absolutely would if they could. But when our brains are in overthinking mode, thoughts can just feel like they're flowing like a waterfall, and it's very hard to plug them or get them to stop. Instead, rather than just telling them to stop, try giving them something to refocus on. Maybe a simple game, a short mindfulness exercise, or just focusing their breathing in an attempt to distract the mind. Finally, steer clear of giving them directions or advice in the moment, saying all you need to do is to stop being anxious is this. This is particularly important for those who may have encountered their own personal anxiety and gone through it in different ways. We want to share what's worked with us. As in all the others, this is great in spirit, but in practice it puts more pressure on the young person to do something that they may not feel able or ready to do. And besides, the thing that worked for you might not work for them. We are all different, and don't be too surprised the world has changed since you were a young person. It's better instead to ask rather than tell, asking them, what can I do to help you right now? The most important thing you can offer an anxious child or young person is your focused, unpressured presence and a listening ear when they're ready to talk.